Extremism has changed the way people live.
Ben burun bankaga pul koysa haram, pul qarz alsa haram, ayollarni sırtı ishlasa haram, topgan puli haram degandek tabliğlarni anglab, men bankada pul qo'ymaydigan, qarz olmaydigan, ayolimni sirtqa chiqib ishlayga qo'ymaydigan.
Salchasi yomon bo'ladi, nag'ma qilish yomon bo'ladi, gapchasi yomon bo'ladi, nechasi yomon bo'ladi, nag'irchasi yomon bo'ladi.
İşte bir kıtımda özüm yaktırıp kiydiğim bir kısa yanlı kiyim kiyip bana vaxtımda yolda birisi minimdaq kiyim giyse bu kiyimin bulmabdı dep başta dep ayıplab ketken. Şunda açıqım kelgen bolsun lekin gap qaytaramagan. Şu vaqtlarda vaziyat shunda bo'lg'achqa men ona gap qaytaramagan.
Endi diniy zotlar qatadimi? Shunda yüksek sözünü dep uylanmaytunda yig'lasangni bo'lmaydi deb uylamga chirishdan burun chimay turib yig'lashmison, ani yaxshi chirilmaydigan.
Chaos was rampant in China's westernmost region. Violent attacks were targeting civilians of all ethnic groups. Explosions were frequent in almost all parts of the Uyghur Autonomous Region. Xinjiang became a battlefield in China's fight against terrorism. According to incomplete statistics, thousands of terror attacks were launched in Xinjiang from 1990 to 2016. April 30th, 2014, at the Wuxi South Railway Station, a knife attack and a suicide bombing. 3 people died and 79 were wounded. Among the seriously wounded was Imam Niyaz.
BRT'ye yakınlap kalkan vaxtıda o akamda gommurlu bir avaz çıktı. Gözün jumup açık çıkarırsan putum miya kanay kıvatıda, miyadan kanay kıvatıda ayağının içi toştu.
This selfie video shows Rashid making explosive devices before the attacks. He was the main suspect. Rashid learned to make IEDs from an online video produced by the East Turkestan Islamic Movement, or the ETIM.
Fakat dostum var, İsmail, çetelik İsmail'i yollab berish maqsadlarımda şu resim ol degan. Şu maqsad dağım ben.
The foreign friend Rashid mentions is Ismail Yusuf, a member of the ETIM. Ismail Yusuf introduced him to 2 associates to carry out the suicide bombing. Both of the men died.
Ismail Yusuf 是境外恐怖组织的东运营的成员，他在境外直接指挥，将内呢由Rashid等人直接参与并制造此案。
According to the police, Ismail Yusuf was the black hand of the April 30th attacks. He used religion to recruit members, taking spiritual control over them. He then asked them to carry out violence while he hid outside the country. China's police say the April 30th attacks were typical in Xinjiang. They have listed the steps. Terrorism is incited from outside the country. It is spread online and it is picked up locally. Police say the timing of the April 30th attacks has political motives. Rashid expressed neither regret nor remorse. The April 30th attacks in Urumqi have great similarity with the March 22nd terrorist bombing in Brussels in 2016, where coordinated suicide bombings occurred at transport hubs, killing over 30 people. ISIL claimed responsibility. Experts say in 2012, a bomb plot on a flight from southern Xinjiang's Holtan to Urumqi was crushed. ETIM extremists attempted to ignite explosives on the plane, like the 9/11 terrorist attacks on the United States in 2001. crew and passengers eventually managed to gain control of 6 terrorists.
第一时间反应的是，哎，反正要那个啥，如果是我去到那边去把他们制住，我们还有那个啥，我还有那些其他人，飞机上的其他人有生还的那个啥机会。如果说坐在这儿的话，是肯定是出事的，那是肯定的。
Throughout the years, the ETIM has taken credit for a series of attacks in several Chinese cities. These include the 2013 Tiananmen Square car bombing and the 2014 slashing and hacking at the Kunming railway station in southwest China. Chinese police say these are not isolated incidents. Before the Tiananmen attack, the terrorist group pledged an extremist campaign on a barren hill on the outskirts of Urumqi. And soon after the Tiananmen attack, a radical Islamist group claimed responsibility and warned of future attacks in the Chinese capital.
Beijing Tiananmen meydanida mashina fidoilik amaliyoti olib berishga muvaffaq bo'ldi. Allohning izni bilan bu jihodiy amaliyot tirisiga sig'mayotgan takabbur Xitoy hokimiyatini qattiq vahimaga soldi.
It has sent its members to Al-Qaeda training camps. Upon completion of training, some of the members have returned to China to conduct terrorist acts. In 2013, Akbar went to Syria for the so-called jihad and received 3 months of training. He learned how to make explosive devices. He was then sent back to Xinjiang.
Kural etiş, kural yasaş ve kuralını kuraştırış. Muş askerlik kılvatqını asasen bazı yerler okşap keldi. Aşından näslerini ügünün. Ügünüp bolgandan keyin maksim urullaştırıp ya Mertim Neziret urullaştırıp sen Şinjan'ga çirep başkalarını çıkarmagallağı üge.
A large number of his members went to Syria to fight. There is no clear report on the real number. The anti-terrorist experts say some 4,000 to 5,000 are in Afghanistan, Syria, and Turkey. But there are differences among them. Have confiscated from ETIM members a large number of guns of various types, anti-tank grenades, and a large amount of knives, explosive devices, and raw materials and equipment for making explosives. In 2015, an armed gang attacked a coal mine in Baicheng County in Aksu. They killed 16 people, including 3 policemen, and wounded 18. This picture from the mine monitor shows the brutal killing. Wang Gang's unit was sent to catch the terrorists.
Jihad qilmayız, jihad ülüp ketsek, cennet kirmeyiz degan. Şu vaqtda meni qo'lim qilishni berib, birimizni qo'li birdan qilishmadi. Chopsan o'ltirsak, cennet kirmeyiz, shaytonimiz ülüp ketsek dedi. Degandan keyin men o'z qo'lim bilan birini oldim kirib qo'shqinni shuni o'ltirdim.
Turhong was the only gang member to surrender. All the others were killed in the police manhunt. His grandfather. Clear evidence shows that the ETIM has close links with the international terrorist organizations. ETIM military organizer Mutalib Qasim once talked about the meeting between ETIM leader Hassan Maksoum and Osama bin Laden.
Ballığa hep kırık demez. Bunlar bomba sayıp etmesek bombaydı. Dedi. Degan ki bin Laden'e lagara bağdı. Asa bin Laden bakın lagara.
Evet, bizim o vaskı maksimiz ölüp ketiş, ölüp ketsek cennet görmez dep oylap kaka iş paletli oğalık için emmese. Sonra güvancı öküsek ya da güvancı kurallık kısım ağalık için yapacağım kıvandekin. Biz sinirge ok çıkarıp çoğun biz şeyde ölüp ketimiz, ölüp ketsek şehit olumuz dep degen köz karşı bilen şeyge hücum kılışını bilen aldık şey kişken.
Ahmed was the chief planner of the assassination of Imam Abdurrahim Kazihem in Turban in 2013. He had brainwashed several young people in the city to carry out the murder. Police found more than 500 G of violent ETIM audio and video files on his computer.
Yetekleş onu ötkendiken ula mıdak teydisi bilim yok şuna edip bana şey maslaşıda kepim amal yok tosuşka nüms yok.
新角的问题，更重要的呢是要解决呢极端思想对青少年的影响的问题。
The ETIM's agenda have also included women and children. Numerous sources have shown training children for violent attacks. In this 2010 video, the ETIM trains children to blow up a model Chinese police car. This selfie video is from ETIM member Rosela Hong. Eventually, his son complies. The child in the video are Rosela Holmes. The boy who pulled the trigger was only 6 at the time.
Cenk ketip kalsak, uya bele ketip kalsak, öyle bulu kalıdan da, kosapancıda isoluk turda, yetiş noktamız olmaydı şu an, ümitimiz oldu.
Terrorism in Xinjiang has drawn great attention in the international community. And the ETIM is at the top of China's most wanted list of terrorist organizations. For some 2 decades, the region has been under the shadow of terrorism. Western media reports that tensions are caused by economic and cultural factors. Many focus on ethnic clashes and religious issues, but rarely look from the historical point of view. Most of the attackers are influenced by extremism and are trained outside Xinjiang, and how they easily become radicalized is a big issue.
一个指标，也就是我们用各种手段吧，我们能够用的手段，要控制恐怖犯罪，遏制恐怖犯罪，不能让它得势，对吧？这个我们现在做到了。另外一个呢，就是治本的，就是从意识形态方面来肃清这个恐怖主义。这个工作呢，实际上还是一个比较长期的。
Long-term stability is the daunting task for the government in tackling security challenges in its process of social change. It will also be a challenge to strike a balance between preserving ethnic identity and promoting national unity. Although the government says no terrorism incidents have occurred over the past 3 years, the Black Hand of the ETIM will remain active in Xinjiang for a long time.